Well, hello and welcome to this video of Haverhill in Suffolk in East Anglia and in the UK. Look at these beautiful flowers here, which have been spotted by myself in the high street on this glorious sunshine day. For some people, too hot, and of course the average recorded temperature not in Haverhill was actually, I would say, 36 degrees that it reached. Look at the British flags there of Haverhill. I do like those. They are just brilliant. And I'm actually stood underneath an actual shade, so I did get a little bit of a breeze. Well, I'm standing here under the shade here in Haverhill. It's supposed to be about 31 degrees here in Haverhill, but of course, yeah, I'm on the reverse camera here. Greggs has finished opening at 6 o'clock, and it used to be open until about 7, but of course it's a bit of a shame that it's not open until 7, but there you go. Of course, if people don't use it, then of course they will reduce the opening times. It feels like it's in lockdown mode right now, but of course there are a few people about. But yeah, I'm right underneath the shade, of course, right underneath this, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just giving you a quick view of Haverhill as it is here in the heat. And, of course, yeah, it's breezy, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm sitting on what is the flower bit here. So look at this. Let's actually have a positive feel, or we'll try to, of Haverhill in Suffolk in East Anglia. So I thought I'd come across these wonderful bushes here. Well, they look like bushes from where I'm standing, but yeah, I thought I'd come to this part of Haverhill, which is not often seen. Maybe it is, maybe it's just missed out a little bit by the naked eye. And for those people who love Haverhill, they probably love the beautiful flowers like we've got here, as I said at the beginning of the programme. I was actually sat here with my Wi-Fi, of course, watching the Damn Outspoken show. Well, what I could make of it. But yeah, of course, the beautiful, although you can't see it in view, the camera, of course, can't really zoom in as well as I thought. But of course, it is basically loads of little different flags of the Great Britain flag. What a sort of way to celebrate the town. And I think, of course, all flags should be around all towns and cities and villages. But there's certain ones, like these, are not in certain parts of this country, which is a bit of a shame. So thanks for taking your time to watch this. Make sure that you hit that notification button so you know when we upload the next video, whether you're watching on YouTube or actually on TikTok. I can hear, of course, someone's left their car running here. Do you know what, of course, all these yellow lights on each side of the road just before I finish up here, you know, I think there should be a taxi rank. Well, I hope, of course, the councillor of Haverhill may agree with me. I've actually spoken to Nick Timothy, but not about this issue, obviously, but other things. I find him a nice guy to talk to, one of the Conservative representatives of Haverhill, Nick Timothy, who I met at the Epicentre a few months ago now. And yeah, it was a good conversation. I do have a photograph to prove the receipt of that. That's a good way of putting it. Prove the receipt, or receipt to show you. But seriously, of course, you know, parking issues can be a problem here, and I think there should be a taxi rank just around about here for taxis to be able to park here when it's open, because sometimes, of course, there's an issue. Oh, hello. That's from Benny's there. Shout out to Benny's. So yeah, that's for anyone that knows her, by the way, including JC from Beauty Sound. But yeah, absolutely. Feels like we're live actually, but yeah. She didn't want to say something or be interviewed on the camera. But yeah, perhaps she didn't know that I was doing a video there. But yeah, to finish up here, I do think there should be, of course, a taxi rank here. And yeah, that would make the town a little bit easier for those people, of course, travelling around the town in a taxi. Well, it cost me around about £6.70 from where I live on dash cars. Okay, because it's difficult to get an Uber around here. They all come from Cambridge, and of course, yeah. And then they put the price up to £11, which is quite strong, really. Strong price, if you like. Anyway, hit that notification button, and please do support us here. Subscribe to Touring with Nick C on YouTube, and maybe you could be the first to purchase one of my TikTok creator mugs. Maybe I should do one for YouTube. I don't know how that would work, but anyway, of course, if you do happen to see one, make sure you check the link for the eBay link, and you can actually purchase your very own mug of the Touring with Nick C TikTok creator, which then enables you to, of course, support the TikTok version as well as the YouTube version. Okay, does that make any sense? I'm now going to cool down here because, you know, it's a lot cooler underneath here than it is standing on the other side here. I wonder what the temperature will be like tomorrow. I reckon it's going to be about 34 degrees. But if we pass that date, we'll look back on that as history. Apparently the weekend is going to be a complete different change. But yeah, if you stay under the cool a little bit more, it's a lot fresher. Who needs one of those kind of fresheners that you have inside, without drinks inside, which is over in that direction, just in front of me. It's just closed at 6, as I previously said, but it did have the air freshener on. Now, of course, this is a great idea. Very quickly before I go, because I am now rambling. It's a great community for anyone that would, of course, have the air condition on for those vulnerable people, like disability people, or anyone, of course, suffering the heat. So, for example, Bury St Edmunds, as in Bury Bowl, did that very thing. I believe it's come from the management, and I commented on that. I haven't had any response on it, but of course, yeah, that could change now they've seen this, maybe. But like I say, of course, they offer people from the community that suffer the heat more than anybody else, or anyone, to just go in to the Bury Bowl without even purchasing one drink or food. Probably encourages people to eat something in there. Probably the idea behind that, but of course they don't have to. What about if they bring their own food and drink in there? Would that be allowed as well? But yeah, it's great that, of course, community management, I believe that's where it has come from in Bury, that have actually done that. So good on them on that note. Right, okay, we promise hopefully to keep that positivity for you. Come on England on Saturday. If we do win, that is. 2-1 to somebody this time. Maybe we get some result this time. Just maybe. We'll wait and see. Couldn't say either side. Or either way. Cheerio for now.